Hi, this is Sharon at Fitinfun.com, and I'm stretching out my legs trying to feel better today from just not doing well at all. And I'm talking about tattoos. This video is about if you're trying to decide if you're going to get a tattoo in the first place, which obviously my answer is no. Like, no, you don't want one. I don't know why you do, and I really cannot conceive of that in the first place. But if you are going to get one, here's some steps I think you should take before you really take the plunge. First of all, for whatever colors you're going to plan on getting, look into the ingredients of those colors. Let's say that your tattoo is going to be green, blue, and red. My website has some links and some descriptions of what type of heavy metals make those particular colors. And look into it. Like, what are the possible reactions from that? Is that something that bothers you? Is that something you're willing to live with? Do you know anyone else that has tattoos with those colors? Are you sure that that's going to be good for your system? Do you already have issues and those particular substances are already indicated for that? For example, if you have any kind of autoimmune disease, you shouldn't be having heavy metals put in your body at all. And there's other health issues that I don't know about because, I'm only dealing with my own things right now. But that would be the first thing. Figure out what is going to be injected into your body before you do it and see if you can understand what that is and how it's going to affect you. Aside from the ink, you're looking at carrier solutions. So you want to see, what does that tattoo parlor use to mix their inks? Like, what does that look like? Is it sanitary? Is it do they have an understanding of what their carrier solutions are? Do they have a big story about how they go to huge extent to get the healthiest product they can, or do they just have nothing to say? Then I would say if they have nothing to say, you probably don't want to use that place. And then regarding the tattoo artist himself, first of all, you're having needles stuck in your body by a person who's an artist. I am an artist. I do photography, videos, and writing. So that person has the same qualifications as me to stick needles in your body. And, right there, I'm having problems because when I have the many health problems that I have, I take a lot of effort to make sure I'm seeing a doctor that doesn't have complaints to the medical board and that is well respected and that my current doctors would recommend. And I've many times had problems. And my doctor will say, these are the 3 or 4 doctors I recommend. Do not go to these certain doctors because I know of problems. So I'm wondering, and I have no idea how you research to find out if tattoo artists have had previous illnesses come to their clients, if they have good sanitation. I mean, there's a certain visual that you can tell. If it's a big sloppy place with dust everywhere, then really you should not be doing it. But it could look clean and still be bad. So there's that. And then, of course, look at their work, their previous work. I know quite a few people that have tattoos that are very messed up, and the person, as soon as they got it, is saying, this tattoo is not what I wanted, it's not the right color, it's not the right shape, there's something wrong with it. I have a photo. I'm not going to link to any of this stuff, but I have a photo that I looked at when I was reviewing tattoos, and it's a woman who has some type of lettering, a saying, and it goes from her rib cage, like the very front center of her front of her body, and then the writing goes all the way around her side of her body to her spine. And somehow she expected that to be straight, like a straight line across her midsection. And instead, it's bubbling up and down and bobbling up and down, and the letters aren't straight, and it's just not straight like she wanted. And that's why her photo's on the internet, because she put it on there to say, like, I shouldn't have been lying in the position I was lying when this tattoo went on me, and that's why it's messed up. Well, I have news for that girl who's in her early 20s. When she's 30, her body will be in a different form. when she's 40, when she's 50, when she's 60, those letters won't be straight even if they were straight on day one, because the skin on your rib cage area is not going to be the same when you're older than it is when you're in your early 20s. So I know she's already upset by it and unhappy with the result. And so somebody tattooed, I guess it's probably like 15 words, maybe 60 letters. I don't know how much. I mean, I don't even know what it says, but it's a lot of words and a lot of letters. And someone took the time to do all that on her body and did not know that her body position was wrong. So that, however she was lying, that's not how she should have been lying. So if you're going to get something on you, you're going to want to talk to the person, and like, if you're in that case, you want to see them having done this to like 50 other people and have those people stand up and see if the letters are straight and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not even going to talk about misspellings and letters that don't look like the letter they're supposed to be. But at least look into it and give yourself some time to think about it, because I've read quite a lot of posts from people since I've been researching this. And so many times it starts out with them saying, even when this was being done, I was regretting it. So they're sitting there having it happen and wishing they weren't. So I'm not really sure how you get yourself into that position. But I would love any comments, because I don't really know anything about tattoos except that I don't like them and I don't think that they're healthy. And I get a lot of hits on this amount of writing I've done already. So I would love to hear from anybody that has any kind of input, because I'm pretty much stumped on it and I feel terrible, but just don't get any more. And be sure to Fitinfun no matter what you're doing.